When you think about staying warm in the wilderness, you probably imagine modern camping stoves, chemical hand warmers, or, well, high-tech sleeping bags. But during World War II, soldiers on the front lines faced brutal winters without any of that gear. Yet, despite the lack of modern technology, one piece of field equipment quietly outperformed almost everything we rely on today. It was simple, portable, and astonishingly efficient. The World War II field heater was designed for mobility and extreme reliability. Unlike bulky stoves or fuel-heavy systems, this heater was built to be carried into the field alongside a soldier's pack. It could be set up in minutes, used to warm small shelters or even personal tents, and required nothing exotic, just basic fuel and the correct setup. Soldiers quickly realized that surviving the cold wasn't just about clothing, it was about maintaining a consistent heat source. The field heater's design focused on controlled combustion, directing heat efficiently while minimizing fuel waste. For anyone who spends time outdoors today, this principle is crucial. Efficiency matters as much as heat output, especially when resources are limited. Understanding the construction reveals why it was so effective. The heater was typically a metal cylinder with a layered interior. Airflow was carefully regulated through small vents, allowing the fuel to burn evenly while radiating warmth outward. Some models incorporated reflectors to focus the heat where it was needed most. The genius of this design lay in its simplicity, minimal moving parts, easy to maintain and extremely durable. Soldiers often carried spare fuel in compact tins, meaning the heater could operate for hours without resupply. Modern outdoor gear can replicate these principles. Even a simple metal canister, a few air vents, and a reflective surface can turn a basic combustion source into a reliable heater for tents or cabins. The key lesson is understanding heat management and airflow, rather than relying on complex electronics. Fuel choice was practical and adaptable in the field. World War II soldiers didn't have access to specialized fuel mixtures. They used what was available: solidified alcohol, small blocks of compressed wood, or even wax-based compounds. The heater was designed to burn slowly and steadily, maximizing every gram of fuel. Today, this teaches an important survival skill. Know your fuel and understand how to control the burn. For instance, hikers or winter campers can prepare wax-soaked tinder blocks, small alcohol stoves, or even use pine cones and hardwood scraps in a makeshift metal container to replicate the same slow, controlled heat output. It's about turning available resources into reliable warmth without overcomplicating the setup. The heater taught soldiers the value of heat placement and shelter optimization. Using the heater effectively required more than lighting it. Soldiers had to understand airflow within tents or makeshift shelters, position the heater safely to avoid fire hazards, and ensure maximum heat retention. Even a small reflector could increase the effective warmth significantly. In practice, this meant wrapping tents with blankets, orienting openings to minimize drafts, and placing the heater near sleeping areas without risking direct contact. For modern outdoor enthusiasts, the lesson is clear. Warmth isn't just about a heat source. It's about directing it, retaining it, and understanding your environment. A small metal stove in the wrong position can feel useless, while a basic field heater, correctly placed, can keep you comfortable in temperatures that feel lethal. You can apply this field-tested technique today with minimal equipment. Start with a small metal container, a few holes for ventilation, and a reflector made from foil or a sheet of thin metal. Fill it with safe fuel like solid alcohol tabs, compressed wood blocks, or wax cubes. Position it in a small tent or shelter with airflow in mind, and always maintain a safe distance from flammable materials. This replicates exactly what soldiers did in World War II, without the need for modern chemical heaters. Even in urban preparedness or cabin scenarios, these principles are invaluable. They allow you to generate controlled heat, conserve fuel, and maintain safety in confined spaces. Practicing this technique also teaches patience, observation, and the skill of working with basic materials, skills that modern gear often obscures. The deeper lesson is that survival doesn't always require modern technology. World War II soldiers had no lithium batteries, no propane canisters, and no heated sleeping pads. Yet those who understood the principles of heat, airflow, and efficient fuel use were more comfortable and healthier than those relying on clothing alone. Today, preppers, hikers, and outdoor enthusiasts can learn from these forgotten field heaters. By combining historical knowledge with practical experimentation, you gain skills that work regardless of whether your modern gadgets fail. The key is understanding the physics and adapting it to your environment. If you found this guide useful, make sure to subscribe to Backyard Wisdom and share this video with another history enthusiast or survival-minded friend. Understanding how soldiers stayed warm in World War II isn't just a lesson in the past. It's a practical blueprint for staying comfortable and safe in the outdoors today.